Welcome on in, everybody, here to the Postgame Pod at Auburn Undercover. Nathan King, joined by Jason Caldwell, Patrick Bingham behind the camera. Auburn finally gets a win in SEC play, breaking a 4-game losing streak, winning today in Fayetteville over the Arkansas Razorbacks 33-24. And Jason, it still wasn't the greatest day for the offense in terms of converting red zone opportunities. We said before the game, if they had benched Jackson Arnold, that's probably means that the offense wasn't running very well. But none of that stuff really matters when you can force 4 takeaways in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Auburn's defense has kept them in games all season. And today, and look, the offense responded when they were given those opportunities. But today, the defense is the reason Auburn wins this game against a tremendous Arkansas offense.
Yeah, I think resiliency, too. Think about that. The offense had some resiliency. They ran the football. They made some plays, a couple of big passing plays in this game, too. Defensively, you gave up some plays. You gave up some yards, but you kind of bowed up a little bit, but then you get those turnovers in the fourth quarter, and it changed the game. Rashawn Pleasant, 2 picks, also had a big kickoff return. It set the tone in the second half. You got a couple more turnovers there, and then Alex McPherson makes it pay off. Red zone was not great against Arkansas today, but you found a way to win. And man, I think if you'd asked them, maybe you look back at this one and say, look, that might be the way this team needs to win one, where it feels like you might have stolen one a little bit at times.
Sure.
That you might need to do that, and so I think for them just to win a football game, and it's probably better than it was at 52-7. I think they're like, hey, maybe you learned a little bit about themselves tonight, and I thought they found a way, and they had not found a way for 4 weeks.
It's a very simple premise, but Auburn allowing the opponent to melt down instead of themselves melting down. Obviously, Jackson Arnold has that pick 6 in the first half that leads to his benching, but really, after that point, it was a very clean game. Auburn played very well on defense in the second half. And Ashton Daniels, he comes in. Look, we'll see what happens at quarterback moving forward. But regardless, I thought he just played within the offense. Really didn't try to do too much. We know he can kind of weave as a runner. Had 35 yards on the ground, only 2 incompletions in the game. This was all about Jeremiah Cobb.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know what he finished at. It was
150 plus.
28 carries.
Yeah.
And we knew we would have that opportunity this week. This is a terrible Arkansas run defense, and Auburn did exactly what they were supposed to, and that's just take advantage of it and just keep piling away at Jeremiah Cobb.
They did, and that's kind of, Hugh Freeze alluded to it, but the pick 6, you're running the football, and Jackson Arnold just throws an RPO for some reason, and it gets picked, and you run it back for a touchdown. It changed the complexion of this game for a long time, because I thought Auburn was going in, getting ready to take control a little bit, and instead you're looking and you're fighting to try to stay in the game, and they did it. They stayed in the game in the third quarter before they got those fourth quarter turnovers. They got some stops. They drove down and scored. Got a 2-point conversion. I mean, you did the things you had to do to give yourself a chance, and then the defense pushed you over the top with the kicking game. And again, they had not done those things in a long time, and it was kind of fun to watch them respond like that.
Yeah, and the MVP today absolutely has to be Alex McPherson. Hugh Freeze talked about it after the game on Monday. Look, he misses 3 field goals against Missouri. He said it after the game. He said he thought he was the reason they lost that game. He came into Monday into Hugh Freeze's offense. Hugh Freeze got kind of choked up talking about him, saying, look, he came in and took full responsibility for it. Comes out here 6 of 6 field goals today, the most individual points by an Auburn kicker since the legendary Daniel Carlson game when he had all 18 of Auburn's points against LSU in 2016. In a game you win by 9 here for your kicker to come up. Look, I know we talked about Auburn's red zone kind of stalling out a few times, but you wouldn't have had this result if your kicker hadn't been able to come through for you. And so after everything Alex McPherson has been through, the last couple years, and after what he went through last week, this is just a humongous moment for him today.
It is a great moment for him. Special teams, you block a punt. Rashawn Pleasant has a big kickoff return to start the second half, 6 field goals. Special teams played a big part in winning this game today, so it was huge. Obviously, Alex McPherson is one of the big stories for this team. Rashawn Pleasant, I thought Ashton Daniels was really poised, confident, played under control. I thought he did some really good things out there. So, hey, we can't go without talking about Cale Ellis either.
Absolutely.
Man, he was fantastic, the 17-year-old freshman at center. Thought he did a whale of a job up front. And, hey, it's not a great Arkansas team, but sometimes you just gotta win one, and that's what we saw today.
And now, Jason, you kind of have the opportunity here. I think there's no question you are playing in consecutive weeks the 2 worst teams in the league, one would think. You do what you're supposed to do today. You steal a win on the road. You come back home against Kentucky. All of a sudden, you have a little bit of an opportunity. Look, and Hugh Freeze talked about it after the game. He doesn't really care about the noise. He doesn't. The coaches are focused on what they're doing. But he felt bad for his players having to hear so much of it. Now you get an opportunity to you got to take care of business against Kentucky, but maybe try to turn things around here in the month of November and try to catch fire here at the end of the season. Of course, it'll be interesting to see what they do with Ashton Daniels at quarterback and giving him a full week of preparation.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if Ashton Daniels isn't the starter based on what we saw. Hugh Freeze said, look, just want to go watch the film, but I think you saw it today. He did give him a spark. He threw the ball okay too. I thought he did okay in the limited. They didn't have to throw it a bunch. But it is a chance to build a little bit of momentum and see if you can finish strong this season. That's an opportunity for sure.
Got to turn it into something if you're Auburn here now as we get to late October. 33-24, Auburn breaks a 4-game losing streak and beats Arkansas here on the road in Fayetteville. For Jason Caldwell, I'm Nathan King. Patrick being behind the camera. Please head over to AuburnUndercover.com. We'll have coverage throughout the day, Saturday into Sunday from Fayetteville. So we'll see you guys over there.